All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, if I can start by saying, call on La Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Kakodash, which give all praise to the Heavenly Father, in the name of His Son, the word only calls God and Jesus Christ. I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well, teaching me His truth, as well as say shalom to the hopeful elect, all the Akim pushing His word in truth and sincerity. All right, Lord willing to be an edifying lesson. Real quick, don't make this too long. Just want to speak on this topic of the judgment, the coming judgment of America. All right, which in the scriptures is referred to as Babylon the Great. All right, that's spiritual Sodom and Egypt. Right, all these things are different indicators of what kingdom this is. Right, when the scriptures refer to as Mystery Babylon, well, that's self-explanatory because it'll be a mystery as to what this kingdom was, what this place was, right? When our forefathers were having these different visions and the Lord was revealing these different things unto them, all right, and these things were written, all right, ultimately they were describing things in a way that they understood the moment. They were just writing in a way that only ultimately the Lord would have the elect be able to interpret, man, all right? Scripture say Amos 3:7 that He revealed His secrets unto the servants of prophets, right? So ultimately, this is how we're able to discern these things, man. We're able to actually know the times we're living in. We're able to understand the history and understand the future, the things to come, man. All right. And one of those major things to come that we look forward to, that we hasten the day of, is the destruction of this place, right? Because why? Because this place has done nothing but root and complete wickedness, man. All right. Second Ezra 15:6 says that wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, man, and its hurtful works are fulfilled. All right. Ultimately, all these different atrocities and just the pollution and just the degeneracy, just the madness that just consumed this place, man. All right, and it's the whole earth, man. But it starts first and foremost with chiefly in America, man. All right, which is why it's going to be destroyed and no longer be inhabited, man. All right, when Scripture talk about those arrows being shot from one end to the earth to the other, all right, speaking about those missiles, man, those thermonuclear missiles, all right, ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missiles, all right, that's how it's going to be shot from one continent to another, man. All right, when Russia ultimately uses those weapons, all right, which were created. But let me grab this in Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. It says, think not that I come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword. Right, and this is how Shai speaking, man. Ultimately speaking about the destruction he's going to bring to this place, man. All right, first and foremost, again, it's going to an ultimate cleansing is going to be done by those missiles, man. When those missiles get shot over here, man, it's going to completely wipe this earth, man. It's like it's complete wipe off America, man, leaving nothing but just inhabited by those desert-like creatures, man, or those different vultures and crows, all those animals that feed on carcasses, those are the only things that can remain are on this on this side. Let's say the scriptures, man. All right, it's not going to be no longer an inhabitable, all right, space. All right, this will be nothing but a representation of what happens when you allow these levels of wickedness to go forth, man. All right, because ultimately this is all for the learning of the elect, man. Ultimately, so we can understand that good and evil, man. So we can understand the importance of keeping the Heavenly Father's last law, statutes, and commandments, and walking in that way that's pleasing unto Him, man. All right, because it clearly isn't sustainable. Clearly you look at all the kingdoms of old, the major kingdoms that ruled in the earth, all right, which were prophesied all in the scriptures, all right, ultimately they all rose and fall. Why? Because the law, statutes, commandments wasn't the standard. All right, ultimately that's why those kingdoms couldn't stand. All right, in Psalm chapter 127, and verse 1, it says, a song of decrees for Solomon. It says, except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it. Except the Lord keep the city, the watchman waketh but in vain. Right? See, ultimately, the Lord isn't with you, and He's not, and clearly the Lord isn't with this place, because ultimately He set this place up again as a punishment for His people, man, for the Israelites, all right, so-called blessed Latins and Native Americans, all right, these different proverbs and bywords that we're known by to this day, are we're truly the chosen people of the Lord, man, all right, that chosen nation, that holy people, man, those people who are set apart from all the rest, right? But why? We transgressed, we went off, and we broke, went off, broke that first covenant. Read about in Deuteronomy 28 chapter. All right, all the blessings that He would give us, we were to keep it, and all the curses He would put upon us, we were to break it. Needless to say, we broke that covenant, man. That's why we're suffering all things right now. All right, but what's Christian? Never be made perfect through suffering. Right? Ultimately, the Lord is correcting us, and He's chastening that which He loves, man. All right, He's chastening us because He loves us, because He wants us to be better, to improve, man. All right, and that's why Scripture say, Baruch 4:28. knowing it was you to go away from the Most High, roughly paraphrase, return unto Him and seek Him 10 times more. Okay, we're supposed to be seeking the Lord 10 times more. Now that we know the truth, now we know who we are, now that we've been called into His marvelous light, been blessed with this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, man. This word is going out through the four corners of the earth, man. And ultimately, this is how and this is how the legs being gathered, is being drawn in, or through spirit power, Yahweh Hashem Shah, putting the prophets on the street, and the spiritual house is being built, man, or the governing body of Yahweh Hashem Shah. Lord willing, we be of those men, all right. But ultimately, it's evident that starting with the apostles, elders, great millstone on down to the youngest brothers laboring, man. That's what this is, man. All right, this is this isn't just some fad or a movement or some trend, man. This is literally a high level of understanding and a high level of knowledge that the Lord has bestowed upon men on earth, man. All right, Revelation 21:3, the tabernacle of the Lord is with men. All right, so ultimately, the Lord is building this house, man. That's why it's going to translate into the kingdom of heaven, man. Right. And the kingdom of heaven will be an everlasting kingdom, right? It won't be temporal like all these kingdoms of old, because the law, statutes, commandments will be the standard in the earth, man. That's what will be going forth, and therefore will never have an end. Because I was making mention of earlier, all these other kingdoms failed because of that, man. Because they didn't have that standard, all right? Because they just want to they allowed that wickedness to prevail in other societies, man. All right, including even Israel, man. During the time of Solomon, when Solomon was ruling, all right, before the kingdom got split, or ultimately, that was Solomon ended up going off, man. He ruled 4 years of peace. He was the wisest man, but ultimately, what did he do, man? He ended up falling out to those guys, or those heathen women, man. All right, ultimately led to him going off. All right, which the Lord had to, so the Lord threw down the kingdom, man. Which was all a purpose. All these things were ultimately ordained by the Heavenly Father, and it all leads to this end goal. The end goal of the kingdom of heaven being established. The end goal of eternal righteousness, man. All right, us being perfect. All right, but before that comes the judgment, man. Before that comes, the destruction of Babylon the Great, man. The second Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 9. It says, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob's beginning of it that followeth." Right, so that's very straight to the point, man. Ultimately, Esau, who's in the current power seat right now, who is the wicked, a third party man, all right, the self-proclaimed white man, all right, that's his true biblical nationality. Just like I mentioned, our true biblical nationality is Israel. Their true biblical nationality is Esau, Edom, man. All right, and they were set up to be the wicked in the earth, man. The Lord created them to be that, man. That third party man, all right, that He created to be literally the wicked, man. All right, to use as a way to correct us, man. Ultimately, and that's why there'll be no need for them in the kingdom. In the kingdom of heaven, there'll be no need for them to there'll be no need for them to be in the earth, man. Because why? Because they're gonna be completely that's why they're going to be done away with, right? Because there's not going to be any need for them, all right? Ultimately, they'll be destroyed, because wickedness will never prevail again, man. Righteousness will be what goes forth, and righteousness will be what's kept, man, all right? So, yeah, man, the spirit, spirit kind of took me on some different topics. I'll probably just, I forget what I'm going to title this, but ultimately, Lord willing, was an edifying lesson. All right. Ultimately, again, the main point being that destruction is coming to America. All right, due to the wickedness that's going forth, man, and to the whole earth, man. All right, because that's why the scripture says the earth been given to the hands of the wicked, man. Because Esau's way has gone forth to all these nations, man, and all these other nations are consumed in their own iniquity as well, man. Their idolatry and worshiping all these different pagan gods and so on and so forth, all their idols, all these things are gonna lead to the destruction of this place, man. All right, as well as 2/3 of our own people, man. 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. That's the thing. See, all Israel isn't gonna be delivered, man. All right, Zechariah 13:8 tell you those two parts are gonna be cut off and die, man. So ultimately, it'll only be a small remnant that escapes His judgment, man. Only a small remnant that's able to, get that mercy. All right, so. With that, man, prayers edifying, call on La Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Kakodash, double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.